Hey guys, this is Trenchy, back again to bring you another video. And this time we are finally getting around to a long requested review from one of my friends, Cindy Moon. Um, and he asked a while back if I could review the movie Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai. Now, Cindy Moon has become a very good friend of mine. I've talked to him in backroom chats, and we we've chatted a lot. And he's a good friend. He's a nice guy. He's really funny, and he loves movies. And he's just a good guy to shoot the shit with. He's just an enjoyable person, very intelligent person, and just a good guy to chill with. And it took me a while to get to this movie, but I also got to thank someone else, who's the one that got me a copy of this movie to watch, and that is the Sexy Monkey, aka Sasha. Love Sasha, man. He's like one of the kindest people on the fucking planet. This man's like fucking Gandhi and a Care Bear and a monk and Mr. Miyagi all wrapped into one. I don't know how the fuck that works, but he just is. And he's also British, so he's got that little soft British voice, you know. He's got that nice British voice. He's fucking awesome. I love Sasha, man. And I'm glad these guys. Well, Moon recommended it to me. Sasha was kind of recommending it too, and he got it to me. I'll be leaving Sasha's link below. And Moon doesn't have a channel, so I would if I would. He has a channel, but there's nothing on there. So I don't know if he wants to be linking or not. But he's a good guy. But so Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai is a movie from 1999, starring Forest Whitaker. It's the only actor I recognize from this. There was a guy in it that looked a little like an older Ray Liotta. Like, in some scenes, I thought he was, like, early on in the movie, I thought it was Ray Liotta for some reason. But no, it's definitely an older person. It was not Ray Liotta. But, yeah, so Forrest Whitaker's the only one I recognize. And this movie is a very interesting movie. It's a very deep movie. Um, it's a movie I will definitely have to watch again for sure. This is a movie I feel like this is a movie that should be watched a couple times. This is my first time watching, but definitely gonna have to revisit this again at some point because damn, is this movie deep and leaves a lot of open endings and a lot of up to interpretation moments. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Um, so the movie's about this guy called Ghost Dog. He lives on a ceiling, like this like roof with these pigeons, and he studies the ways of the samurai. Um, but he also likes to listen to hip hop. So he's like an urban samurai. So you, as people would say, and he does hits for the mob. Um, for this one guy in particular, Louis. Um, he goes out and does hits for Louis. But on one of the hits, something goes wrong because Louis was told to put a hit on this guy. He did, but the problem was one of the boss's daughters was not supposed to be around to see the hit because the guy they were killing was the guy she was sleeping with, and the boss, one of the bosses, did not like that. His daughter was sleeping, her his yeah, his daughter was sleeping with this guy. So they set out a hit, and problem is they thought she was gone, but she wasn't. She was supposed to be away from the area. She was in the house. She witnesses Ghost Dog murder this man, and then Louis is forced into a position where he must rat out Ghost Dog, and the whole mob starts hunting him down, and it kind of starts this war between uh, Ghost Dog and the mob. But the thing is, Ghost Dog still uh, stays loyal to Louis because of something that happened in the past, a past encounter where Louis helped him. Now he considers himself, as he would say, Louis's retainer. And he does stuff for Louis, but he would never kill Louis because that's his master. And in the ways of the samurai, they must never betray their master, even if their master betrays them. Essentially, um, this movie is has a very nice style to it. I like a lot of its atmosphere. There's a lot of shots of the city, and you got the music going in the background. I did find out that I'm not sure if I'm gonna say his name right because I'm not too familiar with the group. I've listened to a couple of their songs though, on recommendations from my friend John, who told me. I think Sasha was involved in this too, who told me to check out their first album, and I think I checked out like 4 songs on it. It was done by the one of the members of the Wu Tang Clan, RZA. I think that's how you say his name, or is it just RZA or RZA? I think it's RZA. Um, I know he did the soundtrack for the movie, and I think he's in a cameo in the movie. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with the man, so I wouldn't know. But I heard he's in the cameo. But the music is great. I love the score. I love the soundtrack as well. The songs they play, I think they were very fitting. And it really brings in the atmosphere of the movie, because this movie is very heavily on atmosphere, and it makes such this like the atmosphere of this movie between the music and just the camera angles and the camera style and the shots of the city and the country is just, it's so good, and it's such it really captures you and sucks you into this world, and you just want to keep watching. um I also like that there's cartoons playing throughout the movie. A lot of our characters are watching cartoons, but it be Betty Boop, Fritz the cat. They even had I believe it was the Simpsons cartoon in there, Itchy and Scratchy, which I thought was really fun. Um, but yeah, like I said, I just told you like the plot of the movie, but the movie's not really about that. The movie's about the ways of the samurai and Ghost Dog, and just like giving you kind of insight into a person who lives by this styles, or lives by this code's life, and it's very interesting. I liked the character of Ghost Dog a lot. Forrest Whitaker played him amazingly. I like how you can how this might not make sense, about how his face always seems to be kind of vacant, or like a lot of the time, not all the time, but like about half of the time his face seems vacant, but also very expressive at the same time. Like it looks vacant, but at the same time you can tell how he's feeling through just tiny facial gestures. And then there's other times where he's pretty damn expressive, but it's like he does show expression, but there's other times where he looks vacant, but he's also showing expression at the same time, and it's really weird, but really cool. I don't know if it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but I kind of like that's what I picked up on, like a little bit is like he's not showing any expression, like he's got like a poker face, but I can also tell exactly what like. I can also see it in his eyes and in his face. It's interesting. Maybe it's just me being crazy, but it is something that caught my eye. Um, really like the mobsters. The mobsters are really funny. There's a lot of good scenes of comedy in this movie. Um, there's some really funny scenes. One involving a little kid uh, throwing trucks at all these gangsters, which I really like. And there was another scene where they're trying to catch this pigeon, and that was funny. Um, there's some funny scenes with the gangsters. There, especially this one gangster who has these like purple glasses, and who I thought was Ray Liotta for some reason. Even though he looks not he doesn't really look like Ray Liotta, but I don't know. In the beginning, I thought it was weird. I'm weird, but I like the part where he's like rapping. And he's like dance, like he like raps a lot. There's a scene where he's dancing, and it's fun. Um, it's fun. But this movie does something interesting where like throughout the film we'll get passages from the samurai book, and Forrest Whitaker will read them, and the words will show on the screen, which I really like. Um, all those passages were really deep, and I like how they're all kind of metaphors for what's going on in the film. Like they might link directly to what's going on in the film, but they also might be metaphors for what's going on or what will happen. Um, which I thought was interesting. Um, I like his friendship with the French ice cream man. Although I wish they had subtitles so we could tell what he was saying, because I did like it was still entertaining. It still caught my eye, but it was still I did feel a little lost, and it did almost draw me out a bit, because it's like I can't tell at all what this dude is saying, and I think that's the point, because Ghost Dog can't even tell what he's saying. Like, so I guess that's the point, to put us in the same position as Ghost Dog. But it would have been nice to know what he's saying. But I get it. I get it. Um, what the fuck? I don't know what that was, but I guess I'll keep going this way. But no, I really like the character of Louis. And I like his relationship with Ghost Dog. It's a very interesting relationship, because Louis does have a sort of respect for Ghost Dog, but at the end of the day, Louis is gonna look out for Louis, because he is a mobster, and he's not a good guy. And I like that Ghost Dog kind of accepts that Louis has this different code. and Ghost Dog is like, look, I'm like, Ghost Dog would never kill Louis. And the thing is, Ghost Dog respects Louis, and he keeps telling him that throughout the movie. That like even when he like shoots Louis or does something to hurt Louis unintentionally or intentionally, he says, "Look, I mean you no disrespect." So like Ghost Dog does have a respect for Louis, and Louis does have a certain respect for Ghost Dog as well. That we see throughout the movie, he does try to convince them not to go after Louis in the beginning of the movie. He's kind of forced into this position, so he does have a respect for Ghost Dog. It's just it's a complicated relationship between two characters, but I really like that because they're kind of friends, but not really, and they're kind of enemies, but not really. It's interesting, and same to go with the end of the movie. They could have made it in a certain way. They could have done the easy route with the end, but no, they did this interesting. They took this path that you probably wouldn't see in many movies, and I I I can't say much, but I like how they ended it. It was something you wouldn't see often in other movies like this, where like someone's getting hunted down and stuff, like in an action movie. Which this movie has a good amount of action. I don't know if I call it an action movie. It kind of is, but it's kind of more of a drama too. Um, this movie is just really damn good. I also like how in some of the action sequences, like he moves smooth. Like this, like Ghost Dog don't play around when he's killing the people. And there's some nice shots of like where they kind of like not slow it down, but they kind of like they shoot the camera in a certain way, and there's kind of the vibration in a certain sequence, which I liked. Um, don't know if I don't know how to make sense, but if you see it, you might know what I mean. And I also like just the efficiency of Ghost Dog when he's fighting some of these mob people. Some of the scenes remind me of Hitman, especially a scene I'll just call the sink sequence. The sink sequence reminded me of like something like I could see that being done in a Hitman game. I don't think it has been, but I could see it being done. Like, which I like because I played one of the Hitman games and I enjoyed it, so it was nice to see kind of like a similarity there. But yeah, man, all in all, this is a really good movie. Um, like I said, it's something I will see myself watching again at some point because I feel like there's a lot more I could catch on the second watch, and I feel like this movie has it's like an onion or an ogre. It has layers. The movie has layers to unpeel. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be revisiting this. I know in one of my reviews coming up, I didn't even rank the movie. The movie's called Freaked. I'll probably put that review out before I do this. So I will say both Freaked and Ghost Dog are a high 9.5. Pretty much almost a 10. Fuck it. I don't know. Freak's a 10. Ghost Dog's a high 9.5. Pretty much on the edge of the 10. It's a really good fucking movie. I'm gonna watch this again. Definitely check out Ghost Dog, man. It's worth it. Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai. It's definitely worth it. And there's even stuff I'm leaving out. Because you just need to see this movie. This also gave me a little bit of Leon the Professional vibes in a way. Very different movies, but still, definitely check out Leon the Professional too if you haven't seen that, cause like, that's a great movie. That's a great movie, but this movie's fucking awesome too. I really enjoyed this film. So yeah, so I would like to thank Moon and Sasha for letting me know about this film. Keep badgering me about reviewing it, because I'm glad I did. I'm glad I'm putting the word out there for this movie, and just thank you to Sasha for getting it to me. He did not need to do that, but it was cool that he did. And yeah, I'm glad I finally got to do this one. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep up boop.